Hey everyone, look at me, just doing this random live flower reading and I haven't even checked my face or anything yet. But anyway, it's a special one because there was a few ladies that missed out. And so I wanted to do a quick flower reading for them. I'm going to look at myself. That's just quite strange. All right, here is the first one. And this one's for Jo. I'll do Jo's first and show you Jo's. Now, Jo's has actually sent me her own picture of her flower. So this is for Jo, and this is her own flower image. So let's get back to what we were looking at the moment. With the full moon hitting us tonight, or coming tonight and tomorrow. So we're all about self-reliance this week, and our goals are about direction. So we're looking at direction for our goals this week. When we look at the physical aspect, we're going to look at meditation. The mental aspect is visualization. The spiritual aspect the emotional aspect is association, and the spiritual aspect is intuition. So we're looking at those different things, and we're going to assess numbers, which are our balance, shapes, which are our behaviors, colors, which are our emotions, and the format, which is our motivation. So when we look at Jo's motivation for her goal this week, it is of a, hang on, bring it over here. It is of a negative aspect. And that isn't a bad thing. It's a negative aspect. It is a landscape image. So the negative aspect suggests that where she is she's not feeling real good. And so the area, it is a beautiful frangipani. Thanks, Sal. This is not yours. This is Jo's. So when we're looking at her motivational aspect, it is of a negative nature. So when we look at that, there's two ways to motivate people. We can motivate positively or we can motivate negatively. When we're motivating negatively, it's like you're sitting there in an area that is not so comfortable. And so you look for ways to move away from that uncomfortableness, that negativity. The other way to motivate, of course, is the positive. So you could still be sitting there in that uncomfortableness, but not be saying I've got to get out of it, but looking at more of a positive ways of what else is better and what else I can look at. So it's just the intention behind it that we look at. So we're looking at a negative intention there. So things aren't quite where you want to be, and you're looking for something that's more appropriate to where you want to go. The other thing about the frangipani too, and now I've lost it. Where's the frangipani gone? Oh, there it is. It's gone behind me. The other aspect about the frangipani is that there is no heart center in the frangipani. There's no heart. They're empty. So this goal suggests that she doesn't need a passion or a drive to get to it. That does suggest there's multiple flowers there. So when we look at numbers, we're looking at needing a group of people to achieve that goal, needing like-minded people. They're all coming from a single stem. So it's like-minded people very, very close to you, and maybe form a group or form some sort of a connection between them all that allows you to move forward. So it's very much a group-orientated one in this aspect. And when we go back into the motivation, I often see these as people find, and my goal was like this, people find that there's negative things happening in the world and happening to various people, and they want to take or help and take those people forward in a positive way. So I see that as a real community orientated type goal. That's where that one's going. When we look at the shapes, we look at the leaf shapes, or the leaf shapes, sorry, are very elongated, so they're very masculine, but the petal shapes for attraction are very feminine. So when you are putting together a group, or when you are asking these like-minded people, do it in a feminine way, do it in a soft, nurturing way. Be expressive, be emotive, affectionate, all those sorts of things, even conservative, but put it together in that way so you're actually creating or attracting the right sort of people. The next thing we want to look at is colours, and the colours are, when these goals are new to people, they're obviously going to be a deeper pink. So it could look like fun or exciting or somewhere where we want to go forward. As it opens up, these little goals open up, they become softer. They become the white, a lighter colour with the deeper heart center, or yellow towards the center. I see the yellow towards the center as sort of motivating and quite intellectual. And then the white on the outside is almost simplicity, with the deeper pink, the enjoyment and that love and that caring coming through in that term as well. So they're all the concepts behind not all the concepts, there's 16 concepts behind your flower reading, but that's yours, Joe, because I am meant to be working, so I can't be too long doing this, and I've got to get Sal's there. Okay, so you wanted number 6, you said. I had it up. Where is it? It's really strange because this one I have done a flower reading on recently on the real quick ones, on the 1 minute ones. So I'll show you what your flower looks like. Share screen, and here it is here. Look at that. There's so many things in it. I won't stick with what I'm meant to be sticking with, Sal, because we're meant to be looking at numbers and all the rest of it. But this, I don't even know what this flower is called. If you know what it is, it was growing in, I took this photo for the book, Intuitive Flowers, and this was a vine. It was growing all over the trees up in Mullaney, up in that area. And it was in my partner's cousin's place. And I've never, ever seen it before. I thought at first it was a Dutchman's pipe, but it isn't. I don't know what it is. But they're amazing flowers. So it's vine. It's obviously a vine. So when we look at the vine, we start to look at your path or your journey to your goal. Even though we're not talking about that, but your path or your journey needs support. So it needs something to grow on. You need the support to get your path and journey. So if you were looking at, say, your goal for a business, then you would say, okay, the business needs to be structured around something with structure already. All right. So you would look at, if you're doing your life coaching course, you need to have the structure of the life coaching by somebody else, how somebody else has put it together. They've created that structure, and then you work from that. So you need that support, that structure to support your goal, whatever that goal is. If it's a relationship goal, that could be challenging if it was a relationship goal. I'm not really sure what sort of structure you want to put in place for that one, but yeah, you can work that one out. So this one is, I've got everything covered because I'm just talking to you, Sally. I don't know if there's anyone else there. No, there's not. That's cool. So yes, you need your structure for this one. When we look at numbers, there's a lot of numbers, and I don't think the numbers are relevant, but you've got 3 main ones here that are showing. And again, you've got to know what these flowers are. So numbers, it's spend time discovering what your higher source is telling you. Meditation, numbers. What am I bringing up from this one? I look at the flowers and they're like these little pockets. They just look like little pockets, don't they? It's where the stamens and that are coming up. It looks like little pockets are sitting in there, and it's almost like the people, you have people around you that are supporting you, and you're all got your own little pocket, your own little area going forward, but you're together, you're creating this beautiful hanging flower arrangement, but you're all quite individual at the same time, but you've all got the same goal. It's all from the same stem. It's all the same goal. So it's very, very, very like-minded people. And similar to how I said with Joe's, it's got to be that group of people. So whereas yours tend to be more like-minded around a structure, hers was individual on a tree. So it was growing forward. Yours is hanging there. It's dangling. It's there for all to see. And you may not be aware of how high they are, because this vine was quite high. You didn't know that it was there until you saw these flowers drop down in front of you. And I feel that you are very much like that. It's like you're sometimes on these higher realms that people aren't aware of you, and you need to come down and let them see who you are and what you are and what you're doing. And I see these other little pockets of information or abilities all in there. The shapes, well, the stamens are very masculine in shape, and the flower itself is very masculine in shape. So we're looking at a situation where you need to be competitive to a certain degree, but you need to be standing up there and protective, well and truly protective of your heart. That is still protected well and truly in that area there. Analytical and a bit of authority. Okay, so it's like you're dropping down and saying, this is what's happening, this is what you need to do, this is how you can do it. Come with me if you choose to. and you've got these little pockets there of information and support that people can look at and help. No leaves really that are relevant. You've got some in the background, but nothing that are relevant to here. So your guides are certainly not close to you. They don't need to be close to you. It is perfect for business. Too funny for relationship suggestions. Yes, Sally, sorry. It was. It is an interesting flower, and I've got to find out what it's called, but I just haven't got there yet. Okay, so the last bit I want to look at, the colors, yellow and red. Again, like that yellow is such a bright, vibrant yellow. What would you say it was, Sal? To me, it's very motivational, but what is it for you? Almost illuminating too. It's got the illumination is one of those things that yellow can do. And the red behind it, it's almost a deep, almost a brown red. So a lot of passion in that, but also has got that, it's a little bit grounding. And considering you're so up in the air, maybe you need to have that little bit more grounding. And you have got sunny, joy, and strength. Yes, well and truly. But it's not funny. There's red on the outside, and it's bringing the yellows coming into it. So you need to come into your heart center as they get closer and closer to your heart center. That's when this illumination or this motivation or the joy. I've always had yellow for joy, but I think it seems something a bit deeper than yellow too. Than joy. It's a little bit deeper than joy. Yeah, definitely more motivational, intellectual, that sort of side to it. All right, what was the other thing? The format. So again, now this is interesting in your cell, is that the format is of an individual, right? So you've got the portrait format, very positive going forward. It's all about you. And yet you've got a group situation here. So although it's all about you, when you're going forward, so too is your group going forward. So as you help yourself, so too you help the group. And as they help themselves, so too they help all the others. So although it is an individual motivation, it is of a very, very positive nature, and it's about you going forward and getting an understanding of that. So that's it, Sal. How about that, your own personal reading? Just had to have a break from work. I was just sort of over it. I needed some time out, and I've got a really red nose. Sorry. Anyway, have you been? I better go because everybody else is listening to this, and it's not very professional, and who cares? Okay, sums up your coaching day today perfectly. Oh, okay, cool. Individuals together. Yes, well done. All right, have a great day. No worries, gorgeous. Have a great day, and we will catch up with you soon next time. All right. Remember to leave a number between 1 and 100. When you see the live, just put it on there, and I will try and catch it for you. So, all right, love ya. Bye.